Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Good morning. My name is Uche from iFitness, Acme branch. Today I'm going to show you 3 basic steps that you can do on your spinning. Alright? So we're going to be using time today. Interval training. So make sure your bike is well adjusted. Just make sure you don't engage your gear so much so that the leg is free. Make sure you set your timer because this is manual. So you go fast, fast. How fast can you go? 5 spinning on 1 minute and then 30 seconds off. Nice and easy. And you go again. 1 minute. Off, off, go, 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 go. As fast as you can. We like to call this test your might. You wanna go boom, 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 boom. Good, like so. You keep breathing. The reason your hands are here is also to kick your abs, right? So as you're going, your legs are coming up to kick your abs. So as you're burning the fats on your abs, you're also working on your legs at the same time. You keep going, you keep breathing. Oh, don't slow it down. Pick up the pace. Go, 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 go. There we go. There we go. Good. And 1 minute. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And the second move, you're just gonna go up, nice and easy. Good. And then make sure when you stand up, you engage your gear. So it's not too fast, all right? And then you go a little harder, and harder, and harder, like that. So you see, the gear is well engaged now. The legs are working. Good. And then this leads to our second routine. And you want to go all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up again. And down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up again. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up again. And then the last routine, release it a little bit, make it a little easier for you, all right? And then we're gonna just go up, tap, and tap. Now we've activated the hands now on the legs. And tap, tap, 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 and tap. You count. When you get to 10 and you want to go up this way, like that. 9, and then we go all the way back. You do this, ladies and gentlemen, you will have been able to work your core, your legs, and your hands. And that is it for today. See you again next week.
See you again tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, so it's time for What's Up and About. And yeah, there's so many different conversations happening online. One key one has a lot to do with cyberbullying. And I say cyberbullying because the whole conversation online has sort of blown out of proportion, in my opinion. We're talking about the issue where Funke Akindele has essentially been dragged for maybe not doing or not reaching out or not contributing to the possible, health needs of a former cast member of Jennifer's Diary, talking about the late Jumoke Aderounmu. So online yesterday, following up with that story, online yesterday, Funke had felt the need to go live on her page to say her side of the story. I'm not sure how much you ladies heard of that particular live.
Yeah, so first off, our condolences to the late Jumoke Aderounmu's family. It's a very sad event, and we pray that God comforts you during this time. I mean, no one, we don't know the true cause of death, because even the family hasn't come forward to say anything.
Yeah.
But all we know that the brother reached out, with a series of tweets, a series of posts attacking Funke for not reaching out and for not checking up on the sister, even when messages were sent to her. A particular person that they're familiar with was also sent to her when Jumoke was sick.
Sure.
And, and she privately reached out to the brother saying, I apologize for not reaching out. I didn't know that this was happening. And then she sent her condolences.
Yeah.
Following the, message, there were lots of, messages, that were thrown at her. And one of which that really hit a nerve was someone wishing her children dead. And that was what instigated the post that she did, the live session. She had to come online, and she was in tears, and she was crying, and she was trying to explain, how she's tried to reach out to Jumoke in the past, and, through a friend, a family, a friend, and, it's, she's not been able to. But most importantly, she was in pain. She was in pain because, there's a lot of backlash at her. There's so many hate messages towards her. And, she talked about, this particular person. And she also mentioned that people forget that regardless of the record-breaking, or the record-breaking that she has achieved, she is also a human being that has gone through so much. Yeah. She's lost. Yeah. She's also suffered loss. Yeah. Her marriage has suffered loss as well. Has experienced there's been that divorce, there's been a separation. She's personally going through so much, and people forget that. So she just needed to remind people that I'm a human being. So when giving your comments or whatever, try and add a bit of which of course I think people really need to do. Let us find some, even if it is, no matter how little, a little bit of love and empathy in our messages when we are sending them towards people. And if we don't have any nice thing to say, just keep quiet, really, because it's a very sad, it's sadness upon sadness. She lost someone, and then you now heap another sad comment on top of it. It's not fair at all. It's not.
The truth is, it won't stop, right?
You mean cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying will not stop because, we see, there are certain countries that have literally gone the extra mile to literally totally ban it, right? Because they're not even trying to begin to try to regulate. Do you understand? Regulate it and all of that. So they don't even want to get into all of that. And the truth is that once you have people who have freedom to literally post whatever they want to post on everything, hurt people. Do you understand? From their own hurts, from wherever they see, you need to also understand that it's not everyone that of course has empathy, that has sympathy, that can think, okay, fine, this person is a human being as well. And also because you're literally hiding behind a keypad, you feel the need to just post anything and literally run away. Most of the people that have this comments to say and all of these things, they're people that most people don't even know. Do you understand? Some people even go as far as creating like fake pages to actually put these comments because they know what you're doing is wrong. But people will still do wrong in spite and despite, whether they know or whether they don't know. Now, that is even online, right? Of course, under no circumstance you literally wish another person's child. What do you mean by somebody who bury their children? Well, because of what? Do you understand? Fine. The brother also that's even dragging Funke, to him, in a way, he feels he's right. But then again, this is someone who, in the beginning of the situation, gave this girl an opportunity. whether you like it or not, fine. She starred in Jennifer's Diaries for a while. Do you understand?
And she also starred in Industry.
And all of that. So, this is Funke continuously creating space. Funke literally has gone ahead to literally do and create other productions. I mean, we're literally celebrating the
1 billionaire.
Do you understand? 1 billionaire. And then, do you understand? Like, I'm sure she has definitely handed over certain productions to certain people to handle because she has moved on to greater things. And that is totally fine. Considering the type of things she's doing now and all of that, it is understandable that this person is busy. And it's possible that it's difficult to reach out to her. How was she meant to predict that this girl was literally going to lose her life? Do you understand? And her even coming out to say that she even reached out to the girl. It's so I'm like, okay, why are you being so people? I know there were comments that say, oh, don't say she's being entitled, but that's literally what it is. That's literally
at this point, I would like to just maybe give a mental picture. On each set of each production, there are probably about 50 to 100 people involved in each production.
At least.
And she has multiple productions going on.
At the same time.
At the same time, how many of the actors, how many of the cast, the crew is she going to feel responsible for?
Exactly.
Now, she has actually made efforts in the past to give to people. She mentioned it as well, and we actually know about this, but she doesn't announce when she gives people money because it usually that creates. Well, you know, giving should be private, but then also giving it creates a domino effect. When people know that this particular actor or producer gives, people are just going to keep going for her and all that.
Not just with her. It actually happens generally.
Yeah.
You know, people,
the
minute you give,
they know you are
people will keep coming back.
Exactly.
And then they will tell this person that is a friend to that person that, I asked this person for help and he gave. Do you understand? So people really need to understand that.
And then she's entitled to her wealth or whatever.
Yeah.
So the whole, because a lot of people were commenting that, oh, we generally know that Funke is a stingy person. Like, if she doesn't want to give anybody, she should not give anybody. It's not your program. Make your own money and do whatever you want to do.
And it's the fact that
and people making these comments are actually the stingiest of them all.
And it's the fact that she kept on, you know, saying, she kept on justifying and justifying and justifying. I think, like I said earlier on, let's let our side of humanity come forth before we start typing. You know what they say? They say, people won't actually bleed on people, but you don't need to do that. You don't
At
need
this
to do
point,
that.
we want to hand it over to you and we want to hear your thoughts. We've shared our thoughts on this particular matter, but yours are important as well. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE. We have to wrap it up on this for now, but we'll be back after this.
The time has come to experience the power of
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome pioneer Positive Force member, dancing queen of the 80s, non-conformist, Afrobeat historian in her right, and long-standing member of the multiple award-winning all-female show Your View, Omoyeni, Yeni, Anikulapo Kuti, aka YK Power! Ginger.
Yeah, take it.
Today we'll go here.
Hey, I didn't read you.
Are you sure?
Ha. I know. I'm not here to answer questions. I'm here to drink.
We're in trouble today.
Wait till your age.
I was close now.
Eh?
I said 1975.
He said 73. He said 75.
I confirm.
Fellas wasn't even born till 75.
So will I drink half?
You go drink. Take. Make I help you. Russian.
No be half. I try.
Which half? You will make me drink. I'll give you a hint.
Lights in. No. Nepa Road.
Right, so it depends on how you know which comes before the cart before the horse or the horse before the cart. It really doesn't matter in this regard because at the end of the day, everything is going into one pot. So let's talk about the ingredients, darling.
So it's a very simple one and it's a one-pot dish. We have our cabbage, our carrots, our green pepper, onions. We have some pepper, some scotch bonnet, we have our ginger garlic, we have some seasoning cubes. We have our sweet corn, we have some eggs, some chicken, our rice, which is our star ingredient, of course, and then our vegetable oil.
Okay, so it actually feels like fried rice, but this is not fried rice.
It's not.
What makes it not fried rice?
So we have limited vegetables
Okay.
for this recipe.
Okay.
And it's just like playing with your vegetables in your normal, I don't know the word to use. Because
I feel like leftovers from, maybe you have some vegetables just lying around.
From fried rice can make
yes,
this recipe.
you just have vegetables leftovers and you don't know exactly what to do with them.
Yes.
And as usual,
But the difference is
to the
you have
recipe.
eggs going to this.
Oh, well, I
Because you
think
don't use
eggs are like a must-have in every family, right?
Yes.
Regardless of how expensive they are now, everyone will always, you need eggs. Eggs are healthy.
rich protein.
Yeah, they're rich in protein. Yeah, like a must-have, right? Right. Okay. So let's begin. Well, what are we starting with?
Okay, so we'll start first by marinating this chicken with some black pepper
Okay.
and some seasoning cube.
All right.
You can add salt to taste.
Is that soft chicken or rubber? Or
Soft chicken.
normal chicken?
No, soft chicken.
Soft chicken,
Yes.
okay. I love that there's a certain kind of flavor that comes out of your soft chicken after you've steamed it.
You mean mine or generally?
I'd say generally. I'm actually giving credence to the chicken here,
Yes.
not you exactly.
So I would say it's like we always say, go around, be creative with your food. So for this marinade, I'm going to add some ginger garlic.
Okay.
So you can decide to go overboard to use any herbs or any whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Yes. So that but majorly, what gives it that flavor or that special feel is the garlic and ginger.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Garlic and
you don't
ginger.
want to miss that.
Like I always say,
you don't want to miss.
Yeah, I think one of the must-have items in your kitchen should be your garlic and ginger because they're very high in
Onions, garlic,
antioxidants
ginger.
and they help to boost your immune system. Let's not use too much of processed condiments for our food. Ginger and garlic to the rescue. Onions every single day. You don't even need add those extra spices. Just, you get those natural, flavors
Yes.
from using natural herbs as well. If you're just joining us this morning in the kitchen, guys, this is Chef B. And we're making scrambled eggs, vegetable rice. We're excited about this recipe. I hope you're as well. But while we're prepping things up here in the kitchen, let's head over for our musical performance. We have Titi on standby for that.
Thank you, By the way, I haven't said I love that jacket today. I love it. I really do. All right, we have a performance today, and this musical performance is by Afolabi Sulaiman Abiodun. He has a stage name, Alaria Nobi. Welcome to the show, Afolabi.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so yes, our Muslim brothers and sisters are celebrating today. Let's talk a bit about the significance of this holiday for you.
Well, Eid al-Fitr, it's a It's a festival for the Muslim brothers and sisters, and it's a beautiful day. It's worth celebration. It's worth celebrating.
Do you have plans for today?
Yeah. I have a plan for today. I have a live show with my Muslim brothers and sisters performing live on stage.
All right. Fantastic. What about family and friends? Are you going out today or you're staying home?
Yeah, most of them will be with me on the live show today.
All right then. Okay, well, we celebrate with you. Talk to us about the song you're about to perform.
Oh. Yeah, according to my name, Alaria Nobi, it means entertainer for the love of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the song I'm performing today is dedicated to the noble Prophet Muhammad and the lovers of the Prophet.
All right then. Now I know that this is quite a lengthy track, about 5 minutes. We are interested and happy to see you perform today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right then. Let the performance.
As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu. As-salatu was-salamu. Salatu was-salamu. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Ojú tí ayé jà lọ, alárìíyá Ànábì. Mímọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba ńlá tó ṣànábì ní ẹni ńlá ńlá tẹ́nìkan ò ní tó aṣíwájú ayé ẹni ńlá pàtàkì nínú ẹ̀dá Ọlọ́run ọlọ́lá jù lọ́gá wa ọba tó dá ní ẹni ńlá ó fi ìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ fún wa pẹ́ni bá ń fẹ́ràn mú ọmọ pẹ́ni bá ń fẹ́ràn mú ọmọ láyé lọ́run adẹ̀ni ńlá kémi gan lè dẹ̀ni ńlá o máa gbóhùn sókè máa wí as-salatu was-salamu as-salatu was-salamu. Alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Mímọ́ ni bọ́ba mímọ́ ọba mímọ́ tó ní mímọ́ kò fẹ́ nǹkan kan àfi mímọ́ mímọ́ forísun mímọ́ o nínú ọlá ẹ̀ tó mọ́ tó fi ṣẹ̀dá mú wọn mọ̀ tó wá tẹ̀lé ní mímọ́ ó wá rán níṣẹ́ tó mọ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ tó mọ́ tí í ṣe Kùránì mímọ́ láti wá jíṣẹ́ tó mọ́ ó lẹ́ni tó bá gbàgbọ́ o yóò dẹni mímọ́ ẹni bá tẹ̀lé mú ọmọ yóò dẹrú Ọlọ́run tó mọ́ mọ́ kí wá kú oríire àwa olólùfẹ́ mú ọmọ kí mímọ́ ó tún lè lékún ẹjá gbóhùn sókè ká wípé as-salatu was-salamu was-salamu as-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Pàtàkì nínú ẹ̀dá Ọlọ́run pàtàkì nínú ẹ̀dá Ọlọ́run ọlọ́lá jù lọ́gá wa kí ni mo ṣe tí ní kí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run mi kí gbogbo màláíkà pátá o ni wọ́n ń gbé fún ọ̀gá wa àwọn àlìjọ̀nù ṣàpọ́nlé àpètáhùn dá ẹni ńlá gbogbo ẹ̀dá Ọlọ́run pátá o pátápátá gbogbo ẹ̀dá Ọlọ́run pátá ni wọ́n jọ̀rọ̀ ìlẹ́nu ẹni tí Ọlọ́run mi pọ́n kí ni mo ṣe tí ní pọ́n ẹni tó ń pọ́n mú ọmọ o ẹni tó ń pọ́n Ànábì o gbogbo ayé ni ó sì máa pọ́n bó bá dín ní kíyà ọmọ o Ọlọ́run gbà sì máa pọ́n kí lè dẹni ọba ń pọ́n kémi lè dẹni ọba ń pọ́n máa gbóhùn sókè máa wí as-salatu was-salamu was-salamu as-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulallah. Aládìí Ànábì o aládìí Ànábì o alákọ̀ọ́dẹ Abíọ́dún mọ́líkù Súlẹ̀mọ́nà o mo dé pẹ̀lú àpọ̀tún rìn ẹ ti mọ̀ ní ìṣe wa pohun tọ́lọ́hun mi fẹ́ o ìyẹn má ti dìje wa ọ̀rọ̀ tọ́lọ́hun bá sọ o dandan ni kó dàjà wa Ọlọ́hun fẹ́ Muhammad bá dayọ̀ wa ló fi jẹ́ oríkì Ànábì o ẹnu mi lẹ́ ò ti máa gbọ́ máa gbọ́ ló fi jẹ́ orin kí ànábì o ẹnu mi lẹ́hìn tí máa gbọ́ orin tó jẹ́ mọ́tà nábì o inú orí mi ló ń gbé eléyìí tí a gbélé orí kí ànábì ló ń jẹ àpètáhùn dáhùn ga wá o àpètáhùn dáhùn ga wá olóríkì tí ò lópin ẹni tí ọlọ́run mi kí o lóríkì tí ò níye ọlọ́run akíní Mudasiru àtúnkìní Muzemmilu ìfẹ́ èyí pọ̀ jọjọ ìfẹ́ èyí pọ̀ jọjọ èmi ò rírú èyí ni àsọ̀látù wàsálàmù wàsálàmù àsọ̀látù wàsálàmù alayka ya Rasulallah.
Àsọ̀látù wàsálàmù alayka ya Rasulallah.
Tàlà ó fi wé jọmọ́ tàlà ó fi wé jọmọ́ kò láfiwé kan rárá aláàánú tá ò lè rí irú àánú rẹ̀ láyé ọlọ́lá tá ò lè rí irú wọn láyé láyé onípò tó ń lòpò ipò tẹ́nìkan ò lè rí irú ẹ̀dá ànábì o ọlọ́run mi ò darí irú ẹ̀dá Muhammad o ọlọ́run mi ò darí ta ni ó ṣe bí Muhammad o ta ni ó ṣe bí Muhammad o irú ẹ̀mí ò rí rí níbi ká sọ̀rọ̀ ká bá bẹ́ o èmi ò rí irú ọ̀gá wa ìpínlẹ̀ ọgbọ́n ni Muhammad ọlọ́gbọ́n ń tọgbọ́n ẹlẹ́yìn sùúrù tó jẹ́ bàbá ìwà o ara ànábì ló ń gbé orí adẹ́tù o àbíwá pẹ̀lẹ́ tí wọ́n ń wí ara ànábì ló ń gbé o àbíwá pẹ̀lẹ́ ọ̀gá wa o.
Ya Ashantewa was born on 17th October 1814 Bisiase, present-day Ghana. The daughter of Kwaku Ampoma and Atapo, her brother Afran Ipanin became the chief of Edweso, a nearby community. After a childhood without incident, she cultivated crops on the land around Boankra. She entered a polygamous marriage with a man from Kumasi, with whom she...
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Gbenga Adeyinka the First. OJ right here.
And at come in contact with the carrots, and some people even go ahead to chew directly into their mouths when they purchase it from the market. So you always try to scrape your carrots. Then basically what we're doing is a one-pot dish, but firstly I had to marinate my chicken with some black pepper, some seasoning cube, and ginger and garlic, like we said, is one of the highlights of this meal if you really want it to be flavorful. So this is it in the pot. I'm not adding water. I want the juice to come out of the chicken before I add a bit of water. just to have some amount of water.
Okay, so the other vegetables?
So we have our sweet corn, you can choose to skip. We have our green pepper, which is very important for this dish. We have some carrot, as we mentioned already, onions, cabbage. So some persons will not want to use cabbage, or should I say will want to know how to use. So cabbage is the last thing you put in so it doesn't get soggy. Also, we have our rice, we have our vegetable oil, and some eggs, because we'll have them scrambled in the meal.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the cabbage for a little bit. Are we frying the cabbage with other vegetables?
Yes. But
Okay.
it will be the last thing to go in.
Okay. Into the vegetables.
Yes, into the vegetables.
sauce.
Yes.
Okay. Because I can count the number of times I've had cabbage rice or cabbage stir fry or anything that has cabbage in it, right?
Okay.
And I've loved it, to be honest. If you've never tried it that way, you'd never
No,
understand, you know.
Like having your salad in your rice.
Yeah.
It has this sweet taste.
Yeah,
it
with
gives to your
with
rice.
that extra, you know, spice.
Sweetness.
Yeah, there's something about, you know, just using cabbage in any of your vegetable stir fry. Actually, I think I need to try it more often. Yes,
Yes, you do.
this cabbage I need to try. I need to use it more often. And the truth is, you can actually make swallow out of your cabbage. Did you know that?
Yes, I know.
And it's very healthy. It's
Gluten
very,
free.
very healthy. It's very low on carbs and very
Gluten free.
yeah, high on, you know, a lot of nutrients as well. Okay, so I see that we are chopping our carrots.
Yes.
Are we also going to do the same to our spring onions and
Same way.
green
I love to
peppers?
chop my carrots really in tiny bits because
Yeah.
it looks good.
Same.
It looks good in the
Same. I know people say, after all, they're just going into the tummy, but no.
No. Your eyes will eat first before your mouth.
Do you understand? You need to be very meticulous with your chopping. You know, don't do gra-gra. You cut with precision.
Yes.
You know, make sure that every little, you know, chunk of the carrots are the same size,
Yes,
beautifully
uniformly.
cut. Bruh, you get me.
Bruh. I like the sound of that.
You like the sound of that? All right, guys, we're just having fun in the kitchen because, I mean, hey, what's fun without food, right? And yes, this is Chef B, and she's making scrambled egg vegetable rice. It's a mouthful, I know. So is the dish as well, because we have quite an array of vegetables here. And so you could decide to go big or go home with your vegetables. So you can decide to splurge or just deal with your leftovers.
Yes, so I was going to say that I skipped the part. Some persons might want to ask, how do we get the rice going to the vegetable?
Okay.
So we're going to have stock from the chicken. Well, we'll use the stock to cook in the rice.
Okay.
Separately. So we'll have the scrambled egg separately fried. We'll toss it out, then put our vegetables, then we'll now mix everything
So apparently
together.
Chef B has so much, you know, she wants people to be part of the process happening here in the kitchen.
Yep.
But hey, I mean, we're not doing this without you. We'll be right back to the kitchen. But while things are getting steamy right here, let's head over to the couch for nutrition discussion with Winfrey.
It's always a smooth transition from kitchen to nutrition. And today we have dietitian Charles Ogwipe, who is a registered nutritionist dietitian with many years of experience in both clinical and community nutrition care services. Now, he is a consultant dietitian and a medical delegate with Allah, member of Nutrition Society of Nigeria, and currently the public relations officer of Association of Nigerian Dietitians, Lagos State. And today we will be discussing family nutrition and good choices. Welcome back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
It's good to be here again.
So now tell me, in all of those positions and posts you hold, tell me, what really is your core responsibility?
Oh, great. So where do I start? Okay, so medical delegate with Allah. Allah, it's a dairy product. It's a multinational, actually. So what we do is infant formula detailing. What that means is to talk about the nutrient composition of the infant formulas and the products, in short term. So a member of Nutrition Society, of course, that's a body that, you know, governs everything we do as a nutritionist, you know. And then public relations officer, I would say that is That is big for me because a lot is involved. So I'm always there to speak for the association.
So that's a part of communication as well. So you've left nutrition, have you put leg inside my own profession. Anyways, that's fine. Okay, so today we're talking about the family and nutrition, right? How to literally manage the family in a way that everyone gets their proper nutrition. So now, first of all, let's ask, what is family nutrition?
Good.
The term.
Good. So family nutrition, I would say it's providing enough food to meet the nutritional need of the family members.
Okay.
I'll say so. Family members, of course, you know, the parents, the children. And it doesn't just stop there. Family nutrition proceeds to, you know, helping them develop a positive positive habits towards diet. You know, making the right choices in their food selection and all. So it doesn't just stop with providing meal for the family. You also, you know, engage in what is called nutrition education, so that at every point in time they engage or they eat, they would look out for the nutrient composition of whatever they eat, and it becomes a habit which they can, you know, in turn tell their children. And that way we'll have a community of healthy people.
Healthy people. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, for the longest, especially in Nigeria, people just eat. You know, there's breakfast bread, dinner rice, I mean lunch rice, dinner swallow. So now, whose responsibility would you say it is to instill this? Or before I go to that question, let me ask. So now, what would you say would be the proper composition of a proper, I mean, to ensure that the family is getting their proper nutrients daily? What would you say the proper composition of meal should be like for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner?
Great. So I love to say this all the time, you know, a proper meal is a meal that is adequate. So when we're talking about adequate, it's important to understand that there are 6 classes of food, which we call nutrients. So we have carbohydrates, protein, fats and oil, vitamins and minerals. When you have all of these in a meal, we call it adequate meal. Some say balanced diet. But remember, these things come in different proportions. Different, you know, the amount of carbohydrate you have wouldn't be the same with protein. So what I would say, it's a good meal, adequate meal for a family is a meal that comprises of all these nutrients. Yeah.
Okay.
I can give an example if you want.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so yes, please give me an example.
Okay, so great. So typical food we eat in Nigeria, your rice and all. So you see, make up of your plate, you have your rice, you have your stew, you have your meat, which is your rice carbohydrate, stew, it comprises of vegetables and all. So there you're getting your vitamins and minerals. The meat is the protein, huge, you know. And then in that vegetables as well, you have your dietary fiber, which is very key. A lot of people don't know. Dietary fiber is very rich in antioxidants.
So what? Give me examples of dietary fiber.
That you can get from vegetables.
From vegetables.
Yes,
okay.
It's a nutrient that helps, you know, to fight off the free radicals. These are the things that causes diseases to our body. So when you are big on fruits and veggies, so you're going to have a lot of it in your system. Yeah. Okay. So that's what a complete meal should be.
And now, after the question I asked, whose responsibility is it to actually instill this? Because most times now, especially with families where we have children, you see the parent or the mother asking, "Oh, what do you want to eat today?" Do you understand? And then the kid will be the one dictate. Because I remember, I remember visiting a friend, and they literally asking, "Okay, fine, what?" They have like different children, and they asking, "Oh, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?" So like they are making different things for everybody based on what they want to eat. So now, what would you have to say about that?
So great. I think the bulk of work lies on the mother. I would say the parent. So, but it's important for mother to have a very good nutrition knowledge. That way, she can train her children, instill, you know, help them, influence them to develop that positive attitude in food selection. So it is the work of the mother. Remember that a woman who eats healthy gives birth to healthy children. It starts from there. Okay. You know, the mother being healthy, eating healthy, and then give birth to healthy children, children who are smart, very sharp cognitive development and all. And then, as a culture, I'll give you an example. It's very difficult for a child of 6 years thereabout to take cucumber. or vegetables.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, true.
When you put this in their meal, they want to put it aside. Now,
yes.
it is the duty of the mother to, continuously tell them, this is what this gives, this is what this gives, And you see that child begin to try these things, and it helps them over time. It even affects their taste buds. So it is the duty of the mother to ensure that the family eats healthy, or I would say parents.
Yes,
sometimes, the husbands also do this thing.
Yes, of course. And I mean, we were speaking before the interview actually started, and you actually said also children seeing the parents eat healthy also encourages them to eat healthy as well. I think that makes a whole lot of sense. But still on the issue of children, because I think that's where most of the challenges is when it comes to nutrition and all of that. Yeah, right? Because there are now some kids that are very picky.
Yeah.
Right? Some people say, okay, fine, it's hereditary. They got this from their father or from their grandmother and stuff like that, right? So now how would you say is the best way to handle a child who is very picky? And in most circumstances, you actually see the child go the extra mile and not even eat if you don't give them what they want to eat. So how would you suggest to deal best with that?
So there are different ways to go about them. Some parents will want to be hard, you have to eat. But I would prefer an approach where that's what we call award eating. You tell your child, you know what, if you finish this cucumber, I'm going to give you 2 balls of egg or something. You see them want to do this, and over time, they pick up, start eating. Secondly would be, to ensure that the little they eat is rich in nutrients. So I talked about local production. So we'll talk about children who are malnourished or do not have enough protein, because that is key for them growing up. So a mother can learn how to make things like soy milk, locally made, put in your granules or your crayfish and all of this, and so ensure that it's rich, so that at every point in time the child eats as little as it is. This child is meeting the nutritional requirement for growth and all. Then for others will be to go for things like growing up nutrition, like growing up milk and all, which is already fortified with the nutrients that they need to grow. So these are the approaches I feel like a picky person can be dealt with. But give them food in bits. Ensure they eat as many as possible.
All right, amazing, amazing. That actually makes a lot of sense. And so, on that note, we've literally learned a lot about family nutrition. Thank you so much. Definitely a pleasure having you here. And definitely you'll be here again next week on another topic. So make sure you do not touch that dial. Make sure you're here every single day watching Wake Up Nigeria, all right? And now we actually have to go on a quick break, and when we come back, so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Here's what a good hair day looks like and feels like with the new Lush Hair Care range, made with a cocktail of nature.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the grand comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Benga Dainka the First. OJ right here, 7 of 7, like you already know.
Benga right here, 7 of 7, like I'm beginning to know.
It's now time for the question.
You don't scare me one bit. Bata, I go drink. So
now one chance for enter. My first question. Do you remember the names of the winners of that edition of StarQuest?
Of course I do.
Why do you?
And I hate myself for this, because I have this question for you. Final question. No. Where outside Nigeria and what year? Think you're the only one that can be wicked.
I am thinking, because I know back in the day.
Don't think. Answer my question quick. You are thinking too much. I don't like it.
The UK.
Final answer. Okay. I said, God, please, let me to perform outside Nigeria.
Wait.
And God gave me a show in Ghana. Drink, my friend, drink. I don't
overthink this thing. See where I can.
Yes, you overthink them.
I would say you should catwalk.
Let's catwalk. Where are we?
No, that's not talking.
That's good.
That's
good
walking.
talking.
This is 7 of 7. My name is OJ, and signing a sobriety into my hands tonight on this social experiment called the 7 of 7 is Owen G. What is the name, or what was the name?
You see, I want to make them better now.
Rock Heart.
No,
That's
of the goats when they brought it on stage.
The name of that goat.
Yeah.
We should go there.
No, that one easy now.
I'm just drinking this so that I can ask him my own questions. It's not because of
Buga.
He didn't get it. You know, you know. Okay. Mention 10 female stand-up comedians in Nigeria. See, just mention their stage name. If you annoy me, you will mention.
Because I mean, it's literally as good as having the whole entire week off. But then again, we're definitely celebrating with all our Muslim brothers and sisters today as they celebrate the holidays.
Yes, indeed. It is the end of the Muslim fast for the year. And yeah, it's one of those seasons where a lot of us come together and celebrate with one another. So make sure you reach out to a family, friend, member of your community who might be celebrating and celebrate with them.
Yes, of course. Now, this second half definitely promises to be packed with lots of nutrients, right? To nourish your mind and your body and, dare I say, your soul as well. There's so much happening in the kitchen right now with MM and Blossom. What's up, guys?
Yeah, things are steaming up here in the kitchen. Chef Blossom with her scrambled eggs, vegetable rice. Okay, so what's happening with the rice?
So we have the rice washed. So I did not parboil it. I just washed it with some salt and then put it into our stock water.
Yeah, that's the broth from the chicken, right? Great. And so we're just prepping our vegetables, and we'll begin cooking like in a bit.
All right, smells good already. My name is Winfrey Agbaleshe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, you can share your moments with us using our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms.
Of course, and for our people to keep the energy up, make sure you do download our app from Google Play Store or the iOS to make sure you're all over the place with us throughout the day.
And if you are someone that watches YouTube back-to-back, sort of like me, my mom, just visit TVC Entertainment on YouTube, and we are live there right now. We're also live on GOTV Channel 16, UHF Channel 49, StarTimes Channel 121, and we're bringing joy straight from here into your home.
Definitely. In fact, wherever you're, just what you're doing right now, that you can see, just continue doing it. And share with your friends and family to also jump on the train as well. Also follow us at TVC Entertainment to stay in the loop with all the latest updates and behind the scene moments.
Very, very important. Speaking of what we have on the lineup, we're going to be celebrating you and your loved ones on birthday shout outs very, very soon.
Best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you pray.
Olajumoke Olamiju is a peculiar lady, knowledge-seeking, impact-driven, and full of empathy. She is a professional mental health counselor for the Institute of Counseling Nigeria. She's also a sexual purity advocate and will discuss understanding the dynamics of teenage behaviors, managing the emotions of your teenager as they start dating.
And Oluchi Odi is a singer, songwriter, composer, and actor. She began her career after participating in reality shows Project in West Africa and Nigerian Idol in 2015. She has theatrical experience as well, and she's performed at so many festivals all over the world. It's going to be a really interesting conversation, and it's coming your way in a bit. So, how was How was it last night? Was it warm? Was it cold?
Last night was, I really don't know.
Temperate? Temperate?
Yeah,
I think it was warm yesterday.
It was warm outside.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah, I think because at night yesterday I took a long walk for close to 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, outside, and it was quite airy at some point, and then it was not what was not. This also brings to mind. Yeah, I need to give there's a posthumous birthday shout out to my mom. Yesterday was her birthday, and yes,
happy birthday,
mommy. And yeah, we love you. We love you so much. Just
happy birthday, mommy.
I think it's first time. Yeah, I'm actually saying this. Giving a shout out to her because I really, really thought of her yesterday a lot, and I just want to say that this grief that we're feeling, it stays with us. It's just an unexpressed way of saying we love you. Right.
Happy birthday, mommy.
Wherever in our hearts. Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
At this point, let's check out the weather. We have so much more left on the show. All right, then it's time for Celebrate. All of you that are celebrating within the month of April. It's one of those months that has a lot of celebrations in my family, my husband, my children, and our wedding anniversary. And I know that you are all celebrating with some family member who was born in April as well. So let's celebrate them together. Our first birthday shout out is to Abiodun Makonjola. Happy birthday. Now this is from King Daddy, and your birthday is the 10th of April. Happy birthday.
Everything and more.
Happy birthday to Abdulazim Elegushi. 11th of April is your birthday. This shout out is coming from Shedrack.
Very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday to Abdulaziz Adam Bolaji. 14th of April is your birthday. Your big sis Naila and Nana are celebrating you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Celebrating on the 15th of April is Alice Uba. Happy birthday, Alice. You're celebrating yourself. We celebrate with you.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Happy birthday to Amaka Stephanie Eze. 2nd of April is your birthday, and your sister Ijoma is celebrating you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Happy birthday, Harriet Agwim. 15th of April is your birthday. Your mommy is celebrating you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Happy birthday, Konisola Awoyemi. 6th of April is your birthday. You're celebrating yourself today. We celebrate with you.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Ajide. 12th of April is your birthday. Adeyemi Kemi is celebrating you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Islamiat Akwanishile Adeokun. 7th of April is your birthday. Alaji people is celebrating you.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday to Ogedengwe Esther. 12th of April is your birthday. From Hope and Shadrach.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Pastor S.B. Ogufawokan. 14th of April is your birthday. This is from Grace and Mercy Chapel, Fadeyi.
You will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
And this next birthday shout out goes to Prince Adekoya Oluwaseun Adekunle. 11th of April is your birthday. You're celebrating yourself as we celebrate with you.
This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday to Rashida Oriyomi Yunus. 9th of April is your birthday. And this cutie is celebrating herself today. We all celebrate with you.
All that you prayed for this year, you will have. All that you wish for this year, you go get. Everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
All right, now we celebrate with you. All of us here at TVC celebrate with each and every one of you. May God bless you and keep you and meet you at the point of your needs. His face shall shine upon you, and this is going to be the best year ever. And if you would like to share your birthday shout-outs to a family member or a friend, just tag us. That's Wake Up Nigeria TVCE. Send us a direct message, and we'll see how many shout-outs we can squeeze into next week. There's still quite a lot of birthdays coming this April, and we can't wait to celebrate with you. At this point, we have to take a quick break, but there is still so much more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors.
So, have you ever wondered what happens behind the curtains of a man's mind? Or perhaps you're one of those who wonder what men talk about when they gather. Well, here goes. Imagine what it takes to put together the perfect cocktail, or maybe mocktail. We need a bit of sports, a sprinkling of current affairs, some very deep topical issues, and last but not the least, a healthy dose of grumbling of those we love to hate. And yes, you guessed it, women. So, if you catch the drift, then you're onto something. We will provide you with the right insights into most of your curiosities, right here within this beautiful cocktail we call the Black Table.
State governor yesterday. Well, this feature doesn't focus on that, but it was about her arriving to Lagos over the weekend. Let's see it. Of course, Titi was there to cover it. Okay, so yes, so well, while we're getting that ready, so yes, she was conferred, she was given a car and a house by the Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu yesterday, and it was a beautiful engagement. It was a beautiful ceremony. It was really, really beautiful to see. And well, while we are getting the feature ready, let's move over to our relationship discussion. Of course, we'll have the feature played later on. But yes, we have with us on the couch Olajumoke Olamiju. She's a peculiar lady, knowledge-seeking, impact-driven, and full of empathy. She's a professional mental health counselor from the Institute of Counseling, Nigeria. She's also a sexual purity advocate, and this morning we will be discussing understanding the dynamics of teenage behaviors. And the focus today is managing the emotions of your teenager as they begin dating. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
This has been a beautiful series since the beginning, since its inception. We started the conversation last week on teen dating. And just so you know, your teen could actually be dating. Have you found out who you're dating? Well, so today we're talking about how to manage their emotions, both as individuals, as teens, and we as parents, guardians, how we can also help to manage their emotions. So let's talk to us about the different phases that teenagers experience while they're, struggling with, in that phase of, emotions,
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Yes. There's a stage I want everyone to know that teenagers, their brain is not yet at a completed stage.
It's still developing.
It's still developing. And the last to develop is this prefrontal cortex. And that's the part that has to do with emotions and reasoning. So everyone should be in the know that you're dealing with somebody that's still growing, that cannot manage emotions yet. Yeah. So they have series of emotion, like they are at a point in time at their discovery stage. They don't know themselves, they don't know what they want to do yet. They are still trying to navigate. It's an emotional thing for them. They don't get it yet. So I normally advise that parents, educators, guidance, and counselors should be there to guide them, not to, there's something that I know that normally happens, like the moment a child is growing to adolescent, there's this, you're going to become stubborn, I'm ready for you.
You already expect them to be rebellious.
Yes, that shouldn't be our attitude. Okay. Our attitude is how to really understand those teenagers and how we can help them navigate through life. So there's a discovery stage, trying to discover themselves. And like I said also last week, there's a stage of exploration. They want to explore. They want to see what it is. At times they want to feel what it means to be an adult, even though they are not adult yet. So we must know the stages and know how to relate with them. The first way I would say you want to relate with a teenager himself must get to the stage of self-identity. Like identify yourself. Identify the emotions that you're going through. Is it anger? Is it something sexual? Once you can identify them, we can go to managing it. But one thing that is very peculiar because of the adolescent stage is that their hormones changes, so they have issues with sexual emotions, and they want to explore, they want to experiment with it. But that shouldn't be the reaction. Okay. I get a lot of it's not fair. Like why can't we have sex at this stage?
At this age?
Somebody told me that God is not even fair. Why did they put the hormones in us?
Them.
Why is it running and all? What I advise them to do is that these hormones are real. We can't
run away from them.
Yes, we can't shy away from the fact. Right. But as real as they are, God in His mercy also have put some check and balance into them to really manage it. Understand how you're feeling. I tell them you're not abnormal. You're not a bad child. But what really determines how you manage it is what you feed it with.
Let's talk about the sort of conversations that they're having within themselves. Okay. Because they're having these conversations.
Yes, of course.
If they're not having it with their parents, they're having it with their friends at school. They're having it with maybe some adults somewhere. Okay. And if they do not have the right information, they would be feeding them, on all the wrong things. Yeah. And it is with that same information that they're going to run with and they're going to function with. Yeah. So as a parent, how do we help to bridge this gap regarding the sort of conversations they are having, you know, and they're listening to, even from on social media. There's a lot of information on social media, and these children are curious at that age. So how do we help to, you know, sort of navigate those conversations in a way that it doesn't harm them?
Okay, what I advise is that parents must first of all be open to any sort of communication, no matter how weird it might sound at that time. Parents should make themselves available. And I say, if you as a parent are sincere enough, okay, I can come in this place, please do well to get a therapist.
Okay.
Yes, you can seek the help of a therapist to help the child, because they're already discussing these things in school, and some of their friends are already experimenting. If you can't take the pain of learning how to communicate with your child, there are some skilled professionals
that will help to
that will help through, so you can seek their counsel.
Now let's talk about a teen who wants to lose her virginity, or his virginity, because when it comes, the issue of virginity always falls more on the focus usually on the girl child than the boy child. But well, both sexes actually lose their virginity. So how do we begin to have this conversation about it, where, you know, she's in a circle of friends whose virginities who have lost theirs, and she feels like the odd one out, or he feels like the odd one out? How, as a parent, how do you have this conversation? How do you begin to have this conversation with them?
Okay, before I answer that question, I think that the voice of the virgins, or those that advocate of sexual purity, should be louder. Yes, it should be louder, because the truth is that these things are fading, and a normal teenager now sees him or herself as the odd one out, like I've not tried it out. So as a parent and as a society, we should make it loud. As a parent, tell your child that this is not for you at this stage, you know, and they're like, mommy, as in you're old school. No, this is not for you at this stage.
What age is appropriate for them to lose their virginity?
Actually, there's, like I said, like when you were reading about me, I'm a sexual purity advocate.
Yeah.
I advocate sex in marriage.
Yeah. So what age should be appropriate?
Like I said it now, I said the appropriate age for sex to me is sex in marriage.
Sex in marriage?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the designer of sex.
Yes. Which is the institution that, you know, that protects it and that preaches.
Yeah, I mean the designer of sex, the person that brought sex, God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this conversation isn't over yet. We'll still have more of this conversation, but thank you for, you know, introducing it, because a lot of people, a lot of parents right now really do not have this information, and at least now they've learned so much from this conversation, and we'll continue next week, of course.
Really?
Great?
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you.
All right.
Once again.
Thank
and
you
on that note, the relationship segment is over. We have to move over to our feature. Remember, I talked about Pelumi Nubi, who arrived Lagos from London over the weekend. Here's a feature on her.
Hey guys, my name is Titila Oyinson, and yes, you guessed it, we're at the Seme border, which is the border between Benin and Lagos, and the amazing Pelumi Nubi just crossed the border into Lagos after her amazing journey all the way from London. Now, we followed her, and she started in London. She went through Paris, got on a ferry from Spain to Morocco, went all the way to Mauritania through no man's land, and then all the other hurdles through Liberia, Senegal, Togo, Benin, and then she is right here in Lagos right now. So we are extremely proud of her, and we're so excited to see that little Lumi, that was the amazing machine that made the journey, is still in one piece. All four tires are there, all the headlamps are there, the windscreen is still there, and it still looks like it could do another journey back to London, if you ask me. But what we're really looking forward to is having a brief conversation with the amazing Pelumi, who is just an enigma, if you ask me. We can't wait to talk to her. Yes, she made it, and we celebrate with her right now in Lagos at the Seme border.
So much for welcoming to Nigeria border. It has been an amazing homecoming, and I cannot wait to celebrate more with you at Unilag straight away. So please, thank you so much for having me, and I'm so grateful to be home. Thank God for safe journey, and I'm really, really excited for the day ahead. Do it brave, do it scared, but do it anyways. So in terms of payments, I definitely recommend people to have 2 cards, just in case one, stop working. If worst case scenario, get a local to pay for you, and you can get your family abroad to probably transfer money. I've done that, send money by PayPal, and then they give me cash right there and there. But wherever there's a problem, there's always a solution. It's just thinking outside the box and thinking quick on your feet, I guess.
So as her mom now, I know that the nurturing side of you is on overdrive right now. What is the first thing you're going to do with her when you get home?
I think it's hugging, showering, eating, kiss, and also things we always do together. We talk almost every day. We pray. So every step we move together. So it's just that we have been journeying together. So there's no particular emotion that we've been trusting God that Lord, just bring her back.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome the one who can make time stand still forever, Mr. Kelechi Amadi.
Oluchi Adi, who is a singer, songwriter, composer, and an actor. She definitely began her career after she participated in the reality TV show Project Fame West Africa and Nigerian Idol in 2015. She has theatrical experience across the world and has performed at various festivals, including the Edinburgh International Festival in Edinburgh, the United States of America, England, Germany, Ghana, Liberia, Edinburgh, and so many other cities in and outside Nigeria. In fact, she just got back now. Hi, Oluchi. How are you doing?
I'm
Welcome
good,
back to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, of course. Definitely a pleasure having you. And of course, I've been complimenting the way you look. I like it. It's nice. It's giving me UK/ Nigerian vibe.
Decided to give a touch of.
Okay, so now, we worked on a project not too long ago. Yeah. And then you played, it was a social project, right? Raising social issues and all of that. So now tell me, since then, I know you've been all about different things. What has it been like for you since after?
Well, it's been really engaging. I've had several theater productions that I've been on, and also television.
Okay.
I recently concluded a Showmax series, Chatham. It's executively produced and directed by James Omokwe.
Nice.
So it's showing on Showmax now, so you gotta watch it.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
So after that, MW the musical came. We traveled, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, so working is one thing, and working and traveling is something totally different. So tell me, what is the experience like? And also the fact that it's a musical, and knowing that you're a singer, so it's literally just blended.
Perfect.
Your personality and everything. So tell me, what was that like?
Amazing. Amazing. I mean, this is everything I've ever wanted to do in my life. Everything I wanted to. So it's a combination of acting, dancing, singing, and composition. Because I got the privilege of composing one of the songs for the musical.
Okay. Which of the songs?
It's called Survive.
Survive.
Yeah, because the play was trying to address marital issues and also address drug abuse. So I wrote a song about drug abuse. Yeah. And it's been really good. Yeah. I mean, traveling and having to enjoy my work. I get paid for it.
I get paid for it. That's literally all there is. I mean, doing something that literally speaks to you, something you've always wanted to do, and getting paid for it, totally amazing. But definitely, I'm sure there were challenges, especially with the, I mean, stage production is definitely, I mean, I know how gruesome it is.
It is.
The rehearsals. So tell me about the challenges, the most challenges for you.
I think it's the prolonged rehearsals, because for stage plays, you cannot, it's not something that you can alter. I mean, it's on stage, so you're live. You have to learn your lines, you have to learn your music, so there are cues that you have to follow.
No cuts.
That's not, unlike television or film, where you can memorize your lines and maybe you forget, and then the cameraman has to cut. But this is pure rehearsals. You must be disciplined enough to have your lines, have your music, have your cues, because you're not just helping yourself, because you're helping your co-actor. If you forget your lines, you're going to
choose them off.
Yes. And because it has music in it, so there are cues for the musicians as well. So you need to just be on your A game. And to be honest, rehearsals were stressful, because it was like from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But because we had a short time to execute the job, we had to make the 4 weeks work for us. It was stressful. I remember times where I would wake up with my eyes swollen or my eyes red. I was tired at some point, but and I like to sleep.
You like to sleep, of course.
I make sure that for every time that I'm free, I take a nap. No matter how short it is. So those were the challenges.
All right, so amazing. So I mean, doing stage play here in Nigeria, where you know it's home, and then if you get uncomfortable, you can easily just reach out and all of that. Do you understand? Also, even with the crowd, you kind of anticipate. I mean, you know what they like. What now? Taking that to another country, right, and performing. What would I know for a fact that there were some things that were easier because it was out of Nigeria.
Yes.
And there were things that were probably tell us about those ones.
So I mean, we have challenges with power supply here in Nigeria, which is a very big deal.
Yes.
But there, it's constant supply of power, and we don't have lights out and all of that. So, and the Oyibo people are quite disciplined.
Yes, they are.
If they say 10 a.m.,
especially,
it's 10 a.m.
Yes.
Because they've scheduled their lives within the hours that they have to work. And if it exceeds, I mean, someone's going to have to pay for it.
Yes.
So the fact that people are giving call times and they stick to the call times made it easier, because you're more productive. So that was one point that I really, really did enjoy. And of course, we had top-notch professionals who knew what they were doing, had the best of equipment to work with. And I think another added advantage was the fact that, because you talked about relating the story to Igbo people.
To Igbo people and the Nigerians and all that.
I mean, it was a play written in English, so, and it's relatable because you're speaking English, and of course.
So the audience now, I know a lot of Nigerians in the UK. There's no doubt about that. So now was the audience major Nigerians?
It was actually majorly Nigerians, black people. But we also had a couple of white audiences.
Now let's talk about the production crew. Now you spoke about having people there literally regulate certain things. They give you a call time. You have to. So did you work more with the foreign crew, or was it a mixed crew? Or mixed Nigeria?
So it was mixed. We had white people, and I think when we started to work with the white people more was when we got to the venue for our dress and tech. But of course, my choreographer is white, Nema, amazing lady, by the way. So we had a few dancers who were white as well. And our stage manager is white.
Okay.
So it was a blend of both races.
So now that's not the question. The question now is working with a foreign crew now in another country, and then comparing that with working with Nigerian crew, their conduct, their behaviors. Yeah, of course, we're talking about the time and how, I mean, time is definitely respected over there. Now, tell me about the behaviors, even of crew members that literally were over there as well. The way they related with you guys, would you say there was a difference?
Well, I think despite the fact that, I mean, Nigerians can be somehow, we actually we're cautious.
Okay.
We're very cautious. And working with...
And it comes out in another man's country.
No, I mean, we are quite disciplined though.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
During the rehearsals, we had people who were on time for rehearsals. Nigerians who were on time. I mean, in theater, you must be on time for most of your work. So there wasn't any difference, to be honest, because it was almost the same work ethic that
everybody
exhibited.
had,
So,
especially for stage. I mean,
stage is really critical and disciplined.
Yes,
so
very true. Very true. So now let's talk about you now. Talking about going forward, would you say you rather stage plays or you rather film and screen?
It's tricky. It's a tricky question.
Yeah.
But
which do you enjoy more?
I've been doing stage for 10 years now, and it's in my blood. Even though I like film, I really do like film. I like television. I think they have their pros and their cons. So I can't really pick. It's my art. So in any way that I can exhibit it, I will do it.
Amazing! I'm so happy for you, and definitely I wish you bigger things in future, which is definitely, I mean, it's unsaid, right? More things are coming, right? So now we have breakfast for you. I hope you're hungry.
I think so.
Do you think so? Amazing. Chef Blossom has literally been hard at work trying to put that together. So now let's head over to the kitchen, and then we'll ask you the final question.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we are back. Welcome to the kitchen, Oluchi.
Thank you, my favorite place.
Okay, Chef B's here.
Hi, Chef B.
And she's made scrambled vegetable fried rice, scrambled eggs, vegetable fried rice.
Oh, nice.
Rice, you say it's not fried.
It's not fried.
No.
Okay.
Frying was part of the process. So, but she says it isn't. But well, it looks good. So we would like you to try it.
Oh, wow. This is exactly how I like my plantain.
I
don't like soft plantain.
So yeah, I was saying to her that those plantains are perfect.
Yeah.
Golden brown. But hey, come on. Dig
All
in.
right, let us know.
Okay.
I'm just searching for the rest of the plantain everywhere. I can't find it.
Oh, now that plantains are expensive.
Delicious.
Well done, B.
The experiment was good.
Very good.
Experimental.
Perfect plantain.
Perfect.
Amazing.
All right. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank you
Oluchi.
for
And all
having
the
me.
best,
Thank
all the
you.
best, all the stage performances to come.
Thank you, man.
And to all our guests for being on the show today, thank you. And to you, our Muslim brothers and family at home, I hope you have a beautiful day ahead.
Yes, indeed. Happy holidays, everyone.
holidays.
See you tomorrow morning.
Bye.
Bye.
Kehinde suffers from indigestion. His twin